Kia ora. Welcome back to Plus Ones. What's our new tagline? Plus Ones, take a seat, tell me how you really feel.
Take a seat and tell me how you really feel.
So if you haven't been here before, my name is Tegan. I am a radio host on the My Morning Crew.
And I am Randy, and we work in the same place. I just do the show that's a little bit later than Tegan.
Yeah, so I do the morning one, you do the afternoon one.
I do the drive home.
Yeah, so this is a bit of overtime for me, but overtime for you, but we're meeting at different ends of the day.
Yeah, it's good to see you, sis.
And just Plus Ones, our podcast that we do here weekly, is brought to you by Kentucky. This is our live version, and life is for living. Instead of listening to us at home in your PJs, get yourself on a Kentucky and listen to us somewhere else in the world.
I was actually talking about this with my friends the other day. Yeah. I really want to go solo traveling,
Bro, Kentucky's the best way to do
like
it.
Straight up.
And honestly, and anyone listening, I know we're sponsored by Kentucky, but I'm not even being an eat-ass. Like, it is the best way to do it. That's how I did it last year.
Yeah.
And it's such a cool way to just, I don't know, get out of your comfort zone. And I feel like I'll finish this off. The world is waiting. Live the legend with Kentucky, Kentucky.com. That's where you can book
find
different
everything.
Trips. But I think you should. Honestly, we talked about this last week. You would thrive. You would thrive on a Kentucky.
Yeah, I feel like because the only thing that's holding me back from doing the solo traveling is like planning everything, and obviously it would be great to have like an itinerary already.
No admin.
Yeah, no admin. So Kentucky,
you just can't turn up. To do it. You just turn up and like there's a meeting on the first day, and the whole itinerary is kind of planned out for you.
Yeah.
But there's heaps of free time and stuff too. You kind of like design the trip how you want to do it. There was someone I went on a trip.
They don't force you to like do anything,
No, there's a few things that are like included in the trip that you may as well go on.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to just be there and then like not hang out with anyone because that kind of defeats the purpose of being there.
100%.
But yeah, like, I don't know. And do you know what? When you go on a Kentucky, Randy, you can be whoever you want to be. You don't even have to be Randy Shuffrey.
I'm a firefighter.
Yeah, you could say you're a firefighter and just like you still have to everyone has to call you Randy, but you can just say anything about your life. You could lie. You could totally lie. Would you?
I don't think because you know what my biggest fear with that is that I'm gonna lie and then like let's just say I say I'm a sheep doctor, for example, right?
Real niche and not very believable.
No, but I'm just saying like, as an example. Yeah. And then like we come across like a place in Europe where like there's sheep and then like sheep dies.
Randy, go herd them.
No, a sheep like is on the ground and locals don't know how to tame it, and then they're looking at me like, have you seen Just Go With It with Adam Sandler?
Yeah, probably, but it wasn't a memorable film.
No, but like...
Is that with Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah, Jennifer Aniston. And then the guy, like his cousin, tells everyone that he's like a sheep doctor.
Yeah.
And he helps sheep. And then there's a sheep that's like fainted on the ground, and the lady's like, help my sheep. Does anyone know any doctors? And then the girl that he's on a date on is like, he knows. And then he's giving, what is it? The Heimlich.
The Heimlich, yeah. That's the one where they're choking.
Yeah, he's like giving it the Heimlich. Wow. That's my biggest fear about lying about my career.
But you could just say you're a teacher. No one's going to go, hey, Randy, teach.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
Cool. That's a good point.
So do something like that. Or like you could say you're a police officer. You could say you're in the military. You could say... I
don't look fit enough to be in the military.
What if you do? Yeah, you're fit enough to be in the military.
Oh, thanks.
100%. Maybe you could say you're an arts dealer.
An arts dealer?
Arts dealer. I've seen that on Love is Blind recently. Love is Blind. There's a guy on there that was an art dealer and he had a Rolex and he was talking about how he's inherited all this money. But now he's been posting TikToks, right? And his apartment is humble as. So everyone's like, true. Rich are you? Because he made it sound like he was loaded, but then his apartment's like, there's nothing wrong with his apartment, by the way.
Yeah. It's just not what you expected.
His apartment is not giving Rolex wearer.
Have you heard that thing about Rolex? And please correct me if I'm wrong.
You can't buy them anymore.
Yeah, it's like you can't just walk into a Rolex store and buy a Rolex.
No, they don't exist. It's not a thing.
That's buzzy, eh?
I only heard that because my co-host on my radio show, Nixon, does he have a Rolex? I think he might, which is a crazy flex. But he got it years ago, but he knows everything about watches.
Yeah, he's a watch freak.
Yeah. But imagine that, saying you got a Rolex and you inherited all this amazing money from your parents, but your like apartment is not giving that. Because there's nothing about this guy that's humble. Like, there's nothing about him that gives humble.
Okay. So he's a bit of a dickhead.
He would talk about his inheritance money in like nearly every second sentence. He was very like, I just don't want people to judge me differently, but I am an art dealer and I have a lot of money. Like it's just like the fake humble ones. Yeah. Like, I'm not after a girl that just wants me for like that stuff, the wrong reasons. But then he would explicitly tell you the wrong reason every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was a bit of an interesting discourse I saw online. And you should see when they first got together, So in Love is Blind, you've watched it?
I know.
Did we speak about Love is Blind last? No, we didn't. I think I spoke about it on another podcast. I'm a whore. What are you going to do about it? Anyways, so I spoke about it on this other podcast I sometimes go on, and I was talking about the caliber of men and how it was just like, oh God, like if that's the caliber of men some women have to sort of fend for, what a disappointing thing. But also the people who are entering Love is Blind, a different kettle of fish. Love is Blind, the concept of it, it's a Netflix show. If you've never seen it before, it's hosted by Nick Lachey and his wife, Vanessa. You remember Nick Lachey used to be married to Jessica Simpson. This is like, early 2000s cult heroes. So basically they're just the host. The concept of the show is you go into these pods. And so there's a girl side and there's a guy side, and you go on these dates. And I think you do it over a course of like 10 days. You date all these people, but you don't know what they look like. You're talking to them through a wall.
Oh, buzzy.
Essentially.
Sounds like a show that I went on. Hey, Troy, dickhead.
Pretty much. It's like the one we talked about last week. But it's like, so they're trying to test if the concept of love is really blind.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what the person looks like. You're just connecting based on the chats you're having, the dates you're having, whatever. At the end of the 10 days, or within the 10 days, a man may propose to you.
Whoa.
Okay?
Whoa.
They may propose to you, and they can say yes, and then you then see each other. So then you see each other, there's a reveal, you then go on holiday together, and it's between the time you leave the pods to the wedding day is a month. So then they film the sort of month afterward and whether they make it to the altar.
Dang.
And there have been success stories, like especially on the first season had 2 success, so they're still married. I'm pretty sure one of them's got kids. Like it's like actually quite cool. But as the show's got more popular and as it's progressed, people have gone on for different reasons. Yeah.
Clout, yeah. See, so, I think the only way that those shows work is if the people the contestants that are on there are actually willing to find love. Like, you know what I mean?
And you can tell there are some that are.
Yeah.
But then there's also some that aren't. But then there's also people that go in there probably with the right intention and they just get...
not keen, eh?
But they get too caught up in the idea of it that they probably pick someone that isn't really for them.
Yeah.
Anyways, so in this season, there's a few train wrecks on this season anyway. There was a guy that didn't talk about having like 3 kids, like lied about it or something. Mm-hmm. There's this art dealer fella who they didn't even follow afterwards, which I was gutted. So there was this girl that sort of notoriously has been a bit of a trophy wife. She's beautiful. She's talking about how she's dated I can't even remember who she's dated, like NFL players or something like this.
Good on her.
And she did it kind of say this, and then Mr. Art Dealer's talking about all the money she had. So obviously she's going ding, 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 this is my kind of guy. And he's like, I don't want someone who just wants me for my money, but blah, blah, blah. But obviously you can tell it's going to be, and like, no disrespect to the guy, but like, I can imagine the guys that she's probably gone with before have been like top tier men, athletes, whatever. Yeah. He's a little bit on the dorky side. They have their reveal, so he proposes. They have their reveal, and you can just tell straight away she's like, no. And like the hug is so awkward. Like they're like smushing their faces together because he goes to kiss her and she turns away, and it's just really awkward. I have to show you the video later.
I think like obviously aside from the success stories,
yeah,
like you're setting most of those people up to fail. Like,
hey Troy, do you reckon you could find from Love is Blind this most recent season? I think it's Leo and Brittany reveal, because I want to show Randy what it's like. See if there's something on TikTok maybe. And I can show you how awkward it was. But like, the show's is a train wreck now. There was one couple that I thought was really genuine, and I haven't continued to watch, but I saw an episode where they were fighting hard out, and I was like, no, because they were actually seemed like really genuine in the pods. But there have been some amazing success stories. But it's honestly the show's madness. They have the season, the people who make it to the altar, then they have the reunion, and there's always drama because people come out of the pods, they find their person, and maybe the person doesn't look like what they thought, and then they see someone else they were talking to in the pods and realize they're way more attractive. And so it gets really messy, and people start talking to other people's fiancés and stuff like that.
Damn.
It's real messy. And then after that, maybe a year later, they do a show called After the Altar, and everyone meets up again. Oh, the drama. Honestly, the other night I was trying to watch them. My man's like, we're never watching this again. He's like, this is terrible.
Stress levels up here.
Because of the clip that Troy's trying to find. Have you found anything? I'll see if I can link something.
Yeah, it looks like they're pulling the clips down for copyright pretty quick.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm
that's
trying my
dumb.
best. Trying my best.
Well, that's dumb. I wonder if we could do I could just show you the video, and then maybe we could put a screen grab or something. Do you think that'll work? Leo... and Brittany, Love is Blind. Here we go.
Did you find it?
Yep, I found something. But fair enough that it's going down for copyright. Okay. I know this is, anyone who's watching, this is going to be a real, like, I implore you to just look up Leo and Brittany, Love is Blind. Here we go. Just watch some of that. I haven't even got the sound on. And he's being real awkward, eh? Wait, hang on. Is there a bit where he's like, the way he's hugging her is just like, look at this.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyone who's watching, please just go watch that. That was such a stink chat to do on a podcast. Like, but anyways, look up Leo and Brittany, Love is Blind, and you'll show the real awkward reveal how that goes down.
It looks like a couple that's never done PDA before.
Yeah, I think you could just tell she was really not keen.
Yeah,
and he was really like just trying to get all up in her, like, go real. And I'm like, real. But anyways, that was Love is Blind. That was a chat I didn't expect to have right now. Firstly, what I wanted to bring was I saw on TikTok a guy is talking about how we can spice up our conversations.
Okay.
Different little words that we can add within our combos that will help, I don't know, make it sound more...
like fun,
smart, intriguing, riveting, if you will.
Oh, riveting's a good word.
Yes. Have we got the clip there, T-Money? Watch this.
You're messaging a girl and her replies are coming slow. Do not start to match her pace. Like if she's replying slow for whatever reason, she might be at work, she might be busy, or she might be playing. If she's taking 12 hours to reply, do not match her pace, because then that means she's leaving. She replies 12 hours later and you reply within an hour.
For later.
Oh, so both of them are playing at once.
And here's the kicker. She's pregnant.
That's all right. Do we just keep padding until... Okay. Oh, we haven't had a technical difficulty yet.
No, but to be fair, Fano, if you are watching, like, this is still very new to us. Like, this is still, like, there's a lot of, like, we have like 5 people in the producer's booth right now, like, trying to make sure that cameras are working, cameras are working, and all that stuff. So
okay, the clip's working now. Let's give it a go.
That she will match your pace because
you're still playing both at the same time. Radio. Oh, we're not even doing radio.
No, we're doing podcast. Live podcast.
Podcast.
How have you been anyways? We didn't ask how each other... This is the first time we didn't ask how each other's been.
Oh my God. Don't even talk to me about how I've been.
Why?
Because I've been really good. I've been real good. What happened?
I'm happy for you.
Okay, let me tell you. No, I'm going to say no one asked, but you did ask.
Yeah, I did ask.
How have I been? Okay, so this week's just been a really good week. I was looking at some open homes on the weekend. I was like, oh. And then me and my man had a little discussion about maybe we should do the home thing together. And I was like, oh my God, I just thought I was just on my own rocket doing this. But he's like really keen, and I just thought that was a real cool testament to like his commitment to me, and was feeling really happy about it. Anyways, I've got a financial advisor, and the last time I saw her, she put me a goal in place for me that I had to save a certain amount of money in a certain amount of time. So she gave me about 2 months. And I smashed the goal with $200 extra. Thank you very much. And when she saw me yesterday, she said, Gold star. And I was like, thank you. Because you know me, my love language is words of affirmation.
Yes,
so for someone to just say, well done, or I'm proud of you, that'll get me going for the rest of the week. So that was really exciting. But yesterday at work, so everything's going on. I had a great show. This was happening. That was happening. Go see my financial advisor, which is I always like that. Because, I've got new plans for the future, and we kind of work toward that goal. And then I run into Greg Murphy in the reception.
Who's Greg Murphy?
Oh, my God. Greg Murphy, V8 Supercars legend.
Is he the guy on all the ads and shit?
Yes,
He
man.
is. He actually is a legend.
Gosh.
Oh my God, the disrespect. Sorry, I'm sorry, Greg.
No, but how about this? I have never, so in our job, like when we're on radio, we do get to interview, let's say, famous people or well-known people often.
Yeah.
Not always like international superstars, but people we really admire and look up to. I have never fangirled the way I fangirled for Greg Murphy. I went because I didn't know he was here.
Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting it. And I literally went, holy shit, it's Greg Murphy. And he went, whoa. And then he gave me a hug, and I got a photo with him, and I was just buzzing. Like, I was trying to do...
one of those weeks.
Yeah, and when you're like, you're just trying to do a bit more content. We're in that content space, Fano. I thought, but better bloody do a vlog today. Just put something on my TikTok, because I'm so inconsistent with that shit. Anyways, I start vlogging. Honestly, stopped vlogging after I met Greg Murphy, because what could top that? What could top
You
that?
should have just done the get ready, like the come with me to work, do all this stuff, meet Greg Murphy, and then the video just ends there.
Honestly, I literally, I'm going to edit the video together and be like, come with me for a day in the week. And then it'll be like, I was so overwhelmed by meeting Greg Murphy that was it. That was all I filmed for the rest of the day. So that was really cool. I was talking to one of our very good friends, Joe Damon. We're just having a yarn, asking how because that motherfucker, sorry, I shouldn't have swore, but this guy reckons put me down as his landlord reference, but doesn't tell me. I get this phone call being like, hey, do you remember for Joseph Damon? And I was like, yeah, this is landlord, right? And I'm like, yep.
Yes, I am.
How much rent does he pay? I was like, $650 a week. I was just like making it up. And they were like, how long has he been your tenant? I said, I'm not really sure. Definitely over a year. Like I was just making shit out of my ass, making up shit out of my ass. And they were like, any other comments? I said, fabulous tenant, always pays rent on time. And I was like, what am I even talking about? I said, don't you ever put me down as a reference and not let me know ever again, you idiots. But
the fact that they believed you after you going, I actually don't know how long he's been with me.
Well, I might have heaps of tenants.
True.
Because I'm a property mogul, that was what I was going for. I was going for the fact that I was a property mogul. But we were just talking about, it was just like, how you? I said, honestly, I was like, bro, better than ever. I was like, everything's just working out how I wanted to. I couldn't be more content. Got a good work schedule. Still on the house hunt. Just really in my mind my own business vibes these days. And I said, I'm really happy. And I said, I was like, I've always been told that 28 was the age that everything would make sense. And I could not be more poignant. Period. Okay, what about you? Have you been?
I've been a bit up down, not gonna lie. Like mentors and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've been seeing it.
Yeah, it's been just like a bit busy. Life's just been a bit busy. But I did like some cool things over the weekend. Like I did the Pinnacles walk, 7-hour walk.
They look mean.
Yeah, it was like 7 hours, 3.5 up, 3.5 down. Just cool bunch of boys I used to work with.
Yeah.
Back in the day in my old retail store.
Yeah.
And that was super, super fun. Knackered though.
Yeah.
And just had like a bit of a wholesome weekend. Caught up with my parents.
So,
yeah, I'm injured again. I got like strained tendons in my elbow.
Nasty.
Which is like I can't fully extend my arm. If you're like watching, like my right arm can go straight.
One's longer.
Yeah, my left arm's a bit crooked. But
that sucks, bro.
Yeah, so it's been a bit up down if I'm being like super transparent.
Yeah.
But like overall good though.
You know what? And you know what sucks is I know you've been down, but then I'm like, I'm very self-aware that I can come across maybe a touch naggy. So I am like...
Yeah, fuck off. Nah, jokes. I'm just joking.
So as soon as I see you're like pulling back, because you're obviously because you're a real like, I was dealing with myself. You're not like a venter, really. Not all the time.
I just like to keep my business to myself.
Yeah, okay. Well, and if I don't, then just get over it. Because I definitely don't. I keep all my business with everyone and the next person next to me.
No, because people deal with it differently.
Yeah, hard. And so I've just been like, and even just like to another friend, like, hey, can you just keep an eye on him? I know he's fine. He's fine with me. He's saying he's fine, but I know he's not. That's like, that was been my vibe at the moment. But I'm like, can you just keep an eye on him or just like help me help him?
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Like, because I don't want to be like, hey, Randy, we need to do this, we need to do that. When you're obviously already visibly and obviously at a time where maybe you're like close to like burning out or just like overstretching yourself, which is very evident, not in a bad way. Like I can just tell you're busy, so I don't want to add to that. But how can we like work together?
It's like it's like the best way to put like how I am at the moment is just like my mind or my brain's in like a million places at once. So it's like I'm like here and then I have to do this and then I have to do that and then I forget about shit, and that's the worst. I hate forgetting about stuff. Like I pride myself on being on time and like being there, and because
you've always been punctual.
I think the biggest problem and something that I need to learn and like get better at is saying no to things.
Do you know what I was just about to say?
Saying yes to everything.
It's like you read my mind. I was going to say you're going to need to learn the power of no.
Yeah.
And I was going to say that because I probably, how old are you now?
25.
See, at your age, I was doing the yes, and then all of a sudden I'd spread myself out too thin. And I've seen so many of my friends do the same thing. But when you, like, as you grow, like, but you have to learn it. You have to go through it to learn it. So, like, I think you'll get there. But you need to just know to say no. Sometimes you don't have to say yes to anyone because, like, you're number one.
And you know what's annoying is, like, the one thing I am saying no to is, like, the things that, like, the things that normally fill my cup. So, like, I'm saying no to, like my mum will be like, do you want to go for lunch? And I'm like, I'm so tired.
Whereas you should be saying
said
no,
yes to-
no to the DJ gig the night before.
Yeah,
or not
even-
necessarily that,
like,
but
it's
you know
like
what I
no
mean.
to like certain like types of jobs or certain things that like I could have like spread out within like a couple weeks, but I'm trying to do it within like 3 days.
Should have said
And
no
then-
to shisha the night before. Eh?
That's a yes. That's always gonna be a yes.
Yeah.
That's always gonna be because that's my decompression. Like I go there and just like not talk to anyone, and I just chill out. Not even go on my phone. I'm just like literally just there with a shisha.
Just playing word salad.
You're just literally playing word salad. That's
Honestly, how about this guy on Friday night where there was a gig and Randy played at the end? This guy played only slow songs the whole time. I was like, wow, he really wants us to leave.
no, because I was like, because the two like Forbes and the Katianagi twins that played before us, they were all hype.
Yep.
And so I was like, oh.
You brought it down. You really
yeah,
played some Natasha Bedingfield.
wanted
you
some
know,
sing-along vibes.
That
you
was
know?
the vibe. And then we went to Shisha and we were there till 2 a.m.
Yeah,
Much to my disgust.
You know how like we had that chat about your partner Bailey, like bringing him out.
Yeah.
You at least got to experience that. Like,
But it
with
was
us.
just chill.
It's just chill. Like that's literally what it was.
Nah, it was all good. It was nice to go do something to wind down
surprised.
because it didn't feel like the night was over yet.
Yeah.
So I was quite happy to like go to something like Shisha. If you had said let's go to Crown, I'd be like no.
Shout out to Crown though. Crown's a fucking mean.
Oh,
club.
and I don't mean any disrespect to Crown. I've never been there. I just mean as in like I didn't want to go out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to out a bloody establishment that I haven't even been to. What a ratchet. That's actually ratchet. Sorry. I also don't like going out because I don't want to see people. I know.
Yeah,
I
fair enough.
genuinely, that's one of my worst fears is seeing anyone I know. Isn't
Well,
that,
you live in Auckland City. You're gonna
isn't
see
that
it.
scary? I hate running into people. Like when I just can't be bothered. When I'm just there to do business or whatever.
Just there to do business.
No, do you know what I mean though? Like
Yeah.
you gotta do some work at an event and you run into a bunch of people and I'm like, oh, I just want to like.
Get stuff.
That
done.
sounds real grinchy, but I just as I'm growing.
No, it doesn't. I don't think it does.
As I'm growing up, I'm just like, I just can't be bothered.
So you got places.
But there's times I'm like, yeah, I'm keen to go to that event because I know this person's going, and I'm real keen, but I just have to be in the mood for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick and choose.
Yeah.
What does it protect your energy?
Oh, sometimes it's I reckon that's a cop out.
Cop out.
Protect your peace and protect your energy is a real cop out answer for some. Some people.
We had to talk about this off air last week, eh?
Like when people go, I'm just protecting my peace, and I'm like, no, you're avoiding accountability. You know what I mean? That's what I think sometimes. But like I think that it's better to just say I'm just protecting me. Like
Yeah.
I'm not ready for that conversation. I'm not ready for that confrontation. I'm not ready. I don't feel like being out. You're just protecting me.
Yeah.
Protecting your peace when you've been a dickhead and then you just like ghost someone. That's not protecting your peace, bub.
Yeah.
That's
Still
different.
negative energy.
Yeah. What were we talking about? We were talking about how like
It was a pretty great conversation. I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty
So,
good conversation.
we were like talking off air about when people say
Protecting
like
your peace.
or they
protecting your
don't want to
energy.
be around like negativity. They're protecting their peace, blah blah blah. But then they're the ones like holding on to the negative the most.
Yeah, we were saying that there's like a difference between like saying that you don't want to be around negative energy and then completely taking yourself out of those situations, and then there's people that say it but then still go around and talk shit to their mates or still want to bring up drama or like
So you're still
et cetera.
harboring?
Yeah, you're still like
Yeah.
harboring the negative energy. You're just not being that negative energy with the negative people that you're talking about.
Yeah. And I'm not saying I don't think it's inherently bad to talk shit about someone because sometimes people do shitty things.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes
but
just
also we also were speaking about that whole inherent belief that like a lot of us and we fall back into it all the time, this whole like victim mentality. And I know it's like there's like a bit of a trigger word, but it's like sometimes someone can do us wrong, but to not acknowledge that potentially from another person's perspective you might have been in the wrong too. If you can't wrap your head around that, if you can't fathom something like that, then there's more work you need to do. Like I think there can be a situation where you have a falling out with someone and you think they did you wrong, but you have to be totally accepting of the fact that maybe you did them a little bit wrong too. I think even if you don't know what that
No,
was,
facts, 100%.
you just got to be like, oh, we collectively didn't vibe.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have to be like she's a bitch. It can just be like, yeah, we didn't. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
He's
No,
a
you're
dickhead.
No, you're making
Like,
sense.
yeah, like we didn't vibe. It didn't work. That friendship didn't serve either.
I
of us.
really like that though, like that point of view. Like, yes, they might have done you wrong, but then also you got to see from another perspective that another person might have seen that where you have done them wrong too. It's like there's two sides to every story kind of thing. Unless it's like something like extreme, like cheating or something.
If my best mate got with my ex or something, that's off.
Yeah.
You know, that's actually off.
Yeah.
But if it's like just like I don't know, a differing in view, a differing in opinion, I just think it's like but either way could be seen a certain way.
Yeah, 100%.
And different perspectives. Like that person's friends got their back, your friends probably got your back, but at the end of the day, it probably was both flawed on either side.
100%.
And that's what I'm accepting of. And I just want to pass to T Money. How are those technical issues? Shall we move on?
Let's trial it. We've done some work behind the scenes.
Okay. And if it doesn't work this time, we're going to go to another topic.
Yeah, we're just going to move on. But
Okay.
shoot a little countdown. Azu's been working hard away in the background.
Okay.
She doesn't want to come on camera, but she's...
That's our queen. That's our queen.
Azu,
Okay.
we can see your elbow.
So, okay. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's try play the clip.
Said you wasn't even there. I said, be that as it may, bitch. She said it couldn't be me. I said, well, riddle me this then. Okay, because I show up, unbeknownst to me, whole time she there. Long story short, I tell her, okay, at the end of the day, 1 + 1 = 2. You do the math. I'm like, and here's the kicker. She's pregnant. I said, you was at the location, ergo, his house, bitch. I'm not stupid. He said, I told you that. Now, granted, you tell me that, but I said all this to say, just be real. Am I right? Like,
You know what's funny?
Ways to spice up a combo.
My-
Riddle me this.
My best friend, or one of my best friends, I'm just gonna say his name, Tyler. Back in high school, he was like the king of doing that,
The king of the thesaurus or something.
but
eh?
like in essay form.
Oh, really?
So
In conclusion.
yeah, so like he didn't know what he was talking about. What would put a whole bunch of that shit in the essay for it to sound kind of like,
Wait, I love that.
okay, this guy's kind of cooking.
Yeah. He ate.
to the point where he got put in accelerate class for
yeah.
English.
Yeah.
And he was like, how the did I end up here? But it's because of that.
Yeah, honestly, if anyone's listening, I feel like that's a way to spice up any story. My favorite one was the and all that to say this.
And I really like the riddle.
You
me
do the math.
riddle me this.
Riddle me this.
Riddle me this.
Yeah, that was really all we had. That was a really big build up because you see, it didn't play initially like 3 times,
and then we had
played
a
it.
really deep chat in
Yeah.
between.
And now we've played. And see, do you know what that deep chat would have been better with? If it we'd said, added, do the math, riddle me this. At the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the
Like
day.
that, at the end of the
Jesus
game.
Christ. All right. Talk to me, Randy. What do you got?
Nah, I saw this thing on social media again. And I want to, obviously, like, because you're a wahine and you are actually in a relationship as well.
Allegedly.
Okay. Man, imagine that story comes out.
What are you going to do about it?
I'm not going to do anything, but I don't
You gonna
know.
be
I
mad?
don't know if your man's
gonna be mad?
I don't know if your man's will stick around. I'm just saying.
He would already know by now.
Yeah, because he would have dipped and dabbled, eh?
Hey,
Anyways, about like because I feel like this is an area where I personally need to get better at, and it's being the leader. So it's a video essentially talking about where like a woman like a man who leads, right?
Yeah.
And in specific, talking about messages. Do we have the video? Can we play the video?
Oh, is this one going to play? Is this one going to play?
You're messaging a girl.
Yeah.
And her replies are coming slow. Do not start to match her pace. Like if she's replying slow for whatever reason, she might be at work, she might be busy, or she might be playing hard to get. If she's taking 12 hours to reply, do not match her pace, because then that means she's leading. She replies 12 hours later and you reply within an hour, or you reply within 10 minutes. If she still takes 12 hours to reply, that's her prerogative. Keep it going for a few days. You will most likely find that she will match your pace because you are leading, and she will follow because girls like leaders.
Yeah.
Girls like masculine men. If you start matching her pace, she's leading. 9 times out of 10, you will find that if you just start replying quicker, her replies will come quicker. You control the pace of the conversation.
Is that true? First, wait, your take first.
You know what I love about them? That's Josh and Cassidy from the first season of Love Island Australia.
Oh, really?
I love that season of Love Island.
Yeah,
They're really cool. They're actually really cool.
I saw that, and because that example kind of I think like relates to a lot of us men.
Yeah.
I feel like, because I'm the type of dude that like I'm like, oh, do I seem like too keen if I'm like replying? I'm the type of dude that's
you just should.
I'm always on my phone. So like if you text me, like even if there's been like a couple hours or a few hours in between messages, if you message me, I'm mostly gonna reply straight away.
And I think that's how it should be. I like
Unless
what
I'm
she's saying.
super busy.
I like what Cassidy's saying, but I've never actually put like the 2 and 2 together that was a thing. do you know what I mean? She's just made sense of something. She's just said it out loud that I didn't realize was a thing. But I so know what she means. Like, you do want a man to take the lead. And like, and my thing is like, so this is something, and I don't think my man will care that I'm talking about this, but when we first were like just chatting and talking to each other, I threw the first line out because men in New Zealand are terrible at making first moves.
Oh, not all of us, but
I threw the first line out and kind of just like, if I got a bite, whatever, but I didn't really care where it went.
You got
So threw the line out, you know, see if it gets any bites, whatever. We would chat every now and then, and I told myself, I'm going to try chat to this dude, but like, if I don't get much back, then I don't care. And every now and then we would chat, and he was good chat, but I could tell he was holding back a little bit, and I wondered if it was like, and he used to say, because I didn't want to come across too keen or whatever.
Yeah, no,
and
that's
he would do this
so
thing.
relatable.
So it was almost a little bit of a game, but I would be like, he would say something, and if he had a stink reply, I just wouldn't reply. I would just seen it, whatever. And he would always, and then he would, because he took the lead, he messaged, then he would double message.
Yeah.
Not in a weird way, but then he would send another open-ended question or something like that to then continue the conversation on. But I made sure that if you gave a stink reply, I'm not going to reply to you. You have to do better. There needs to be more effort. And maybe that is like, I remember one time he replied with a stink reply, and I literally sent him a meme being like, how am I supposed to reply to that stink reply? And he
that's
was
good
like,
from you though.
And he was like,
you're quite alpha though.
I've learnt to be. I don't think I was always like that because I was insecure. But now I don't care. Because I got called to my, like, pretty much, well, actually not to my face, behind my back, but it was just funny. A guy was trying to hit me up. I swear I've told you this story before. And I've said it on air. Troy's heard this a million times. The guy that, like, was, like, trying to hit me up to my friend and telling me to come out. And I came out and met him and was talking to him. And then, like, and then he started hitting up my friend next to me. And my friend was like, weren't you just talking to Tegan? And he goes, yeah, but I would much prefer petite girls. And I was just like, you know, when people literally say that, like, right next to you,
damn,
you stop caring, bro.
Yeah.
Also, okay, so I make you feel like a little man. Like, okay. You know, like, it's not my bad. I reckon just worry about getting, like, what is it called? What is it called when you get named on the team?
What is it called when you get named?
I was just kind of like,
team?
I don't think you should worry about my body size. I think you should worry about getting off the bench.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? That was kind of my energy, you know?
But
do you know what I mean? I'm just like, well, whatever. Like, what's that? I actually watched this real cool clip from Drew Afualo. She's on TikTok. I think that's how you say her last name. Apologies if I said it wrong. But she was talking about when people, like, men just try to call her, like, fat or something like that. And she's like, is that really the best you got? Is that it? Like, you're just going to call me that? Like, she just doesn't care. She was just like, you have to remove the power from the word. And I think that's what gives girls confidence.
Yeah.
When you think of the worst thing someone could say to you, like, no. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
There's so much more out there.
You put it into perspective.
If the worst someone could call you is ugly, but you've, like, still got people around you, who cares? If the worst someone could call you is annoying, okay, you're not my cup of tea, who cares? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once you get over that and realize that some words like they don't have much to them, that's when I think the confidence comes and girls do make the first move.
What's going back to, you know, how your partner said, I don't want to seem too keen, because I know that some of us are in that same boat too. Like, when you're talking to someone or you're trying to holler at someone, and you know, you just don't want to seem. I feel
don't say like keen for us, Lee.
No. It's more so like I don't know. I feel like I have this problem where I don't come off too keen, but I'm the type of guy that replies like fast as.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where, like, they'll tell me, whoa, you reply pretty quick.
Not to me.
So, but like, I see you every day. That's the difference. No, but it's like, what then is the definition of too keen? Like, what is being too keen?
Not reading the room. Like, if you're trying to hint toward hanging out and you don't get anything back, that's too keen. And you keep going for it, I think that's too keen.
Okay.
I also think, like, too keen is like, I don't know, you know, they work 9 to 5 and maybe between 12 to 2 they haven't replied and you've sent like 3 more messages in relation to what you were just saying. Like, if it was a completely different topic, maybe being like, oh, I saw this kind of reminded me of you, ha ha ha, I thought you'd find it funny or something like that. I think that's okay. But if you're like continuing on the conversation with no reply, I reckon that's kind of random. Maybe a bit much.
No, yeah, I just wanted to put that into perspective, because like, that's something, you know how like you always say like you take things from your last relationship and whatnot, you try to learn and you try to get better. That's something that I wanted to like get better at.
Yeah.
Because
take the lead.
Yeah, getting a little bit more like I wouldn't say like masculine, but like
You can be though.
getting like more like just being in charge.
Also, I just love when a guy just like makes a decision. There's nothing wrong with a guy being like really chill and happy to do whatever, but when he can just go, nah, let's do this. That's mean. Do you know what I mean? And I think you can even take the lead in that way.
Yeah.
There you go.
Little baby steps. I don't know. Maybe there's
steps.
some dudes out there in the same boat as me, but like, just something I'm trying to get.
Are you ready to get out there?
I've been. I tell you this all the time, Teeks. Like I'm a relationship guy. Like I love being in a relationship. Like I love being committed to one person.
Yeah.
And it's not that like right now I'm just like out here like with like hella like a roster or whatever. Like that's not the case.
Not at all. Yeah.
But it's just like even when I'm talking to one person.
Yeah.
Like and we're not even like dating. I'm just talking to one person.
Oh, also, who can keep up too?
Yeah. But like I love being in a relationship. So I'm not what's it called? I don't think anyone's ever ready for like a relationship, if that makes sense. But like I'm not like actively searching for one. But then I'm also I also don't mind if like tomorrow I'm in one. Like, you know what I mean?
I think the right person gives you the confidence to take the plunge though. You don't even have to be ready. I also think I've just forgot what I was going to say. Don't worry.
Nice.
Great finish. That's all I was going to say. I think you'll find the right person that you'll be like, oh yeah, cool. But I know you're not like trying to. But that's what I was going to say. You know how people like cheat hard out and they might be like talking to these people. No, hear me out.
Yeah.
Let's remove the morals aside from it. Yep, I don't agree with it. But morals aside, like when we look at the optics of cheating on someone with more than one person, talking, hanging out, whatever. How does anyone have the time?
Yeah.
How does anyone have the time to be like in a relationship, but also talking to other people? I never understand. Like, and that's morals aside. I'm just like, I just don't know how you keep up with that.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
Unless
from experience.
No. Like, as in, like, it is a lot because, like, from someone that is like that lives I guess a pretty busy lifestyle. Like, I couldn't just do that. That's
you can
why
barely
like,
keep up with talking to one.
Yeah, I can barely keep up talking to one. Like I'm always having to like if I am talking to one person because of like how busy I can be sometimes.
Yeah.
Like even I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I just had so much on today. Imagine if I was talking to 5 people.
Yeah.
Like that's a bit hectic.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. Not for me.
Not for me.
Could never be me.
Could never be me.
Okay, so what I also want to talk about today is I want to know like the worst insult that someone could ever give you.
Shit.
And I don't think the worst insult comes in the form of like, I don't think it's a derogatory term. I don't think it's a swear word. I think it's something that would just hit you to your core.
Yeah, just specific. Like it's
that
like
would really hurt you.
And then someone says it and then it's like, oh.
I saw a woman online talking about how we should bring back the word loser because that's a really hurtful, like if someone just said you're such a loser, that hurts. That hurts me to my core. I don't want to be a loser. I want people to think I'm cool.
Yeah.
If I was to think of the ones that would hurt me the most, that would hit me right in the fatu, man. Number one.
Are they just one words or can they be like?
They can be whatever.
Okay, sweet.
I feel like when I call someone this, it's because they're done. But I also think if someone called me this, I would hate it.
Yeah.
If they called me a flop.
She's a fucking flop.
That would hurt me to my core.
Because people mean it. That's why. When people
exactly.
say flop.
She's such a flop.
Yeah, she's a flop.
Like, I know when I say it, that's when you're dead to me.
Yeah.
Oh, she's such a flop. He's such a flop.
Yeah.
If someone called me a flop,
that does hurt a little bit.
That would hurt. That would have me lose sleep at night.
Yeah.
But you want to go one up.
Yeah.
And I know we should talk about like what's on the inside, not what's on the outside. But if someone straight up said to me or said to my man like this about me, she's so mid. Mid? If someone called me mid?
Nah, but do you know what it is? Okay, maybe
I am.
No. Maybe we're in different places because like it's like some people just know they're mid. Like I know I'm mid.
You're not mid, Randy.
Nah, straight up. Like
I'm not even gassing you up. You're not mid.
Thank you.
Yeah, and whatever you think you lack in like just your physical features alone, you have the most incredible style and steez.
Oh, appreciate that.
How could anyone call you mid? That just is beyond me. Who called you mid?
Nah, no one's called me mid, but I just like, that's how I like, maybe I need to change that because that's how I see myself sometimes.
But if someone called me mid, see, I have this thing.
Someone called you mid.
Yeah, so I have a complex over the fact that I go to the gym so much and I have the most mid physique ever.
Yeah.
So if someone just said to me outright, oh no, she's mid. I'd be like,
I got
okay.
one. My one's in regards to sports though.
yeah,
Like if I walk past someone like in the basketball gym,
yeah.
and I heard someone whisper to someone else, bro, Randy's ass. Like he's ass. Like he's cheeks. Like I'll be
He's cheeks.
yeah.
People call you cheeks.
Like, oh, he's cheeks. Yeah, like he's ass.
No one's ever called you that way.
Like I personally haven't heard it, but if I heard it, like if someone came up to me and was like, bro, this guy said that you're ass, I'll be like,
But I'm not.
that would make me angry.
But I'm not.
That would make me angry. Now that makes me want to like really, I want you to like defend me and then I'm going to go 100%. Like, you know, it's one of those ones where I'll go serious.
Yeah,
Like that gets to me.
yeah.
If someone said, gee, your ass.
To your ass. T-Money. I asked you to think about what would be the worst insult someone could give you. What do you think it might be?
Nothing physical came to mind because I'm just like, I don't take anything anyone says about me too seriously.
Yeah.
But when I was thinking about it, a comment from my social studies teacher popped into my head that
Someone that's
probably rocked me from year 10 to year 13.
Okay.
He said, Troy, wisdom's been chasing you, but you're just a bit faster. That was so creative.
Bro, do you know what's funny? You're like the smartest guy
I was going
here.
to say, you're so intelligent.
You're the smartest guy here.
Because I had a complex about that, I read books, watched documentaries.
Wow.
And stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's funny how those comments, they stick with you. Yeah.
I've got, I don't know, maybe it's the way I grew up, but it's like, I feel like I've gotten pretty much everything though. Like I pride myself on being like thick-skinned.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like people like
I've been called a lot too.
yeah, you know when people when people are like fuck Randy's short. It's like, bro, I've heard that since I was like in primary school. So it's like that doesn't affect me. Like,
I get called Big Bird. I get called like, you know, I've been called broad. I'm like, what? Okay.
I don't even see you as broad.
I don't know. But when you're taller than they're like half the men in the room.
And Troy.
All the men in the room, I should say. I'm taller than both of you. But like, no, but I think like I'm not that tall, but my height is the average height of a man. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
So there are rooms where I will be at your eye level or maybe looking down. There are times. But it's funny, a lot of my girl, we're all tall. We're all tall. But
and you're not even the tallest of your girl mates.
No, not at all. I'm the shortest.
You're the shortest, yeah.
Yeah. So, but when people, you know, they'll throw, you know, something that can get at you, and broad is one of the ones. But I don't really care if I'm broad, whatever.
Also, I don't like dumb. I really don't like dumb.
You know what's funny about dumb? No one could call me dumb because I know I'm not.
That's such a primary school response.
I was in extension class at school. Oh, am I dumb?
Nah, it's just like, you know, it's the way people say it. It's like you say something, the idea was dumb. It's like, oh, I just won't talk for the rest of the day then. That's how I feel.
So sweet.
That's literally how I feel. I'm like, oh yeah.
Dumb. I don't know
your
if
mom's
there's
ugly then.
Or if someone actually do you know what else would hurt me? And this is a physical one. And because I think it's a ruthless way to say that you're bigger than average. Hear me out. If someone called me Porky, I think I would pass away.
That's very specific. That's quite like, in what sense? Like if I was to put it in a sentence.
Tegan, you're looking a little porky
today.
I would pass away. I'd pass away. If you call me Porky, no way. I wouldn't be able to work here anymore.
Or if someone came up to me and was like, gee, you actually stink. that would actually, I'll be like, I would be so self-conscious for the rest of the year.
You know what my favorite thing is when you see like
fuck, you stink.
People have arguments. No, people have arguments and they go, oh, your breath stinks. Like in the middle of the argument, they'll kill me.
Bro, my mom sometimes, I'll talk to my mom like in the morning and she'll be like, ooh, brush your teeth. And I'm like, oh. Like, see how like quiet that makes the room go? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, ooh, brush your teeth. It's like, oh, okay, yeah.
Or when you say, oh, you go, yeah, no, look at all these things you think of. When you're like, oh, I've put on a little bit of weight recently, and someone goes, yeah, I've noticed. You're like,
do you know what's the worst? One time I was like, Mum, I was talking to my mum in the morning. She goes, ooh, brush your teeth. And I was like, I have. And she goes, oh. Damn.
Mums are the best,
If I want to, do you know what's funny? No one can tell me that I've gained weight. And like, I won't believe them until my parents or my nana tells me.
Oh, yeah.
Because my nana will that will be the first thing that I'll I walk into the room, oh, you're a bit chubby. I'll be like,
Oh, but my nan will just be like, well, where'd your bum come from? You know, you got a bum now or something like that. Or my mum's pretty straight up. Like, she'll tell me, but she'll say it in like a real roundabout way. But I know what she's doing. Or like when I done my hair red, I was like, we're ready for the reveal? Because she loves my hair blonde. I just can't be bothered doing it. It's expensive. You ready for real? And I do it. And then she goes, oh. And I go, lie. Just this one time. But then she was like, nah, it's all good. But when I had ginger hair, I
thought the ginger was cool.
Bruh, do you know why I can't be ginger? Because of my mother. She'd be like, oh, it was so ugly.
Some people can't help it.
No, it washes you out. And I'd be like, oh my God, Mum, leave me alone.
Yeah, Troy, dye your hair.
He's not even ginger. He's like strawberry blonde. Let's leave it at that. Would it hurt you if someone called you a ranger?
Nah, not really. Because I don't, I'm colorblind.
Yeah, so he thinks that he's brunette.
I don't have black hair.
Yeah. He's like, why are you guys calling me ginger?
Yeah, this is so random. No, because I take pride in my beard, and so I don't care what color it is. It looks good.
You do have a great beard.
Yeah, you do have a great beard.
Can you grow? You can't even grow a beard, eh?
Nah, I can't. That's why I have to shave it. I can grow a goatee, but it goes pretty ugly.
You should do a chin strap.
Can you please do it?
Nah, fuck off. Gee, I actually, I've tried. I did it during lockdown. Remember lockdown? There was because normally I get my barber to shape everything up for me. Yeah. And I was like, I'll see how far I can grow my mustache and my goatee. Never again, eh? Like, just never again.
Oh, well.
That was the absolute worst.
Happens to the best of us, my friend. I get a goatee as well.
Oh, I can hear it.
Oh.
No, because you could. Damn.
No, you can't really hear it. He's going, you can.
Do you can. Do it again. Reincarnated. I'm a stargazer.
Bullied in my workplace. Oh my God. Shut up. No, but I have to take hair out of my chin constantly.
Take hair out of my chin.
I tried to get it lasered off, didn't work. Started plucking it. That's what I do now. But or sometimes I just get like the like hair cream remover.
Oh, Nair.
The Nair. That works sometimes. But you know, I'm just, and you know what? I think it's a Māori girl thing. We all have hair in random places, like nose, chin, whatever. But you look at my arms, I'm a hairless beast. Okay, Whānau, let's wrap this up. Let's do our weekly segment we like to call Take a Knee or Therapy. So essentially, if you haven't been here before, we decide, so some of you guys, our plus ones, you come through, you let us know something out the gate you've done in the last week or in your lifetime, and we make a decision on whether it's a take a knee, we're going to let it slide, or maybe you should attend some therapy. Okay, first one. Okay. Actually, do you want to read it?
Nah, I like reacting, eh?
Okay. I reckon next week we'll get you to read it.
Also, you're a better reader than I am.
Take a knee or therapy. I flooded the hospital toilets. I let the chick in the next stall be called Poo Lulu since. Take a knee.
Because it's like almost not, it's not your fault. Like,
but also there's nothing more embarrassing than blocking a toilet. But also, guys, courtesy flushes in between. If you've got to wipe more than like 3 times, flush it and then carry on.
I heard that you're only supposed, like for hygiene, you're only supposed to wipe 3 times and that's it. Someone fact check that.
Sometimes
fact check that.
You know how they say like, how do you know there's a glitch in the matrix? And you're like, because sometimes I'm wiping my ass and it's like a freaking magic marker because it never stops. 3 wipes is sometimes not enough. But that's on not having enough fiber in your diet. That's all I'll say. But I'm going to say take a knee.
I'm going to say therapy. That's pretty eat-ass.
Okay. This one here says, told my boss I'm not coming in. Take a knee or therapy. Told my boss I'm not coming in today while I was butt naked with his daughter. Hey, that's what it says.
Therapy. Oh, no, sorry. Take a knee.
Oh, you're cool with that?
Yeah, I think it would be worse if it was like, you know?
Yeah.
Because it just goes to show that...
If it was what?
No, like if it was like, I don't know, like your best friend or something like that.
That's a major power play. Getting with your boss's daughter.
Hard.
Major power play. Yeah.
I'm saying take a knee.
I'll let it slide. Relationships happen in the craziest places.
Bro, hard. Also, like while I was butt naked with his daughter sounds crazy. Also, I walked into my flatmate and it was naked the other day.
You're so stink to them. Which one?
No, so
you don't have to say their name, but is it our mutual friend or is it your friend?
My friend. No, it was funny because we were going for a hike early in the morning, and he normally hike,
Oh.
and he normally wakes me up. He normally wakes me up for the
God,
early.
he did.
And I knocked on the door. I did the courtesy thing. I knocked on the door. No answer. And I was like, oh, like our ride's here, like
Yeah,
I opened the door.
they were naked. You're sad, bro.
And you know what he does?
What?
I was like, oh, gee, honest to God, I didn't see anything. I saw everything.
Anyways. That one we're going to say, take a knee. That's fine.
Take a knee.
Last one, take a knee or therapy. I have a few friends that are Muslim and they obviously wear a hijab, which is really cool. I saw a lady wearing something similar and asked her if she was Muslim to be nice in a convo starter. And she said, nah, I got cancer. You're sad. It's something you do, Randy. It's something you do.
That's
Honestly, take a knee. It wasn't your fault. You're just trying to be nice.
Yeah, it's like going up to a lady and going, "Hey, are you pregnant?" And then she's like, "No, I'm just like,
I'm just eating good."
yeah. It's the same thing, right? It's the same thing.
Oh, damn. But no, like I genuinely believe they were just trying to be nice and be like, "Oh, yeah, I've got some friends."
Bro, fuck that though. Oh my God, are you wearing hijab too? Oh no, I've got cancer.
Cancer.
Ah, shit.
You know what? Having cancer would suck. But you know what would be funny? Hear me out.
Sorry.
But you know what would be funny? Being able to say, like, you can't say that to me because I've got cancer. Like, I would...
Oh, like use that
I
card.
would milk that.
Like use
milk
that card.
shit. Milk that shit.
Whoa, I've got cancer.
Yeah. Whoa. Like, are you trying to tell me what to do? Because I've got cancer. Like, that would be me. That would straight up be me if I had it. But, touch wood, I'll never have to deal with that because that sounds awful. Anyways, what a way to finish it. That is our episode for this week. Thanks for hanging out.
Shout out to Kontiki.
Yes, and shout out to Kontiki. Oh, I've got to do a little liner, guys. Thanks again to you guys. And if you've got some crazy yarns of your own and want to get some, you can get out there and live the legend for yourself. Kontiki can help you. Head to kontiki.com. And as I always say, 5% off if you use my code TIKI REP, TEGANTIKIREP.
5%.